And what is great to you? What would make America great to you?
Well, if we didn't have states with such a high homeless population, when they actually have a lot of money and budget and also mismanage it, what would make America great again is if the states like New York, who actually spends more per pupil but has low enrollment, actually got its educational system act together. What would make America great again is if parents could have religious exemptions and actually have medical freedom in which there are no mandated vaccines. Everything was optional.
Welcome to the Think Tank, where we use critical thinking, deductive reasoning, just a pinch of common sense to draw unbiased, logical conclusions. I'm your host, Leonard Samuelson, back again with my co-host, the Honorable Dion Powell. And I'm going to allow him to let him introduce himself as I always do. Dion?
This microphone is borrowed, but it's new to me. As you can see from this t-shirt and suntan of the head, I'm in the Jersey Shore, on a contract for the governor's race. This state is flippable, and hopefully in 2023, if this guy wins, it'll be a swing state. I'm a district leader in the Bronx Conservative Party in New York, and here we are to talk some political.
All right. Well, I can't say that I want to wish you luck, but I don't want him to win, so I'm torn here. Anyhow,
Do you even know local issues? Do you know what's at stake? Do you know the man's name? Hey, how you doing?
I can't cheer for this man. If the Republicans win, the
If
Democrats will never get a
Republicans
chance to
win, it
vote
must be
again.
bad. If Republicans win, it must be bad.
Well, no, I can't say that because I have enough education to understand things like California is the largest state in the country. New York has the most homeless population. California has second. Texas, the second largest state with a very huge population, is like 10th on the list and only has like a tenth of the homeless population, even though it's like three times larger. I don't know. I don't know. Blue states are not doing well with homelessness,
Well, we
and there's a
know
problem with that.
who's in charge of those states. Democrats are in charge of those states with all that homelessness, especially the veterans in California, right, sir? Navy, remember, this ain't no pleasure cruise. Ever heard that?
So you're going to continue parroting me?
I'm not marrying you.
That is exactly what I just finished saying. Anyhow, what do you think Donald Trump's been the last week?
Playing golf. Who knows?
I know that them Kenkles don't look too good. I'm quoting the Midas Touch and them girls. I can't remember their name. They
He's up
funny
in
looking.
age. He's up in age. His
No,
hair's
not
looking a
Donald
little
Trump being
different.
up in age. You can't say that.
No, but that's a fact. He's getting older. He's the oldest president in U.S. history, I think, at this point. So let's
Yes.
pray that, yeah.
Anyhow, I don't know. He's not looking good. I I I don't know.
Age.
So,
Ageism is the one. Ageism is the number one form of discrimination in the world. So
hmm, coming from a black man is an interesting statement. You know, old people can get into any neighborhood they want. Black people can't. Old people can get discounts on everything. Black people pay more. Old people can,
what did
man,
I
stop
just
it.
say? I said ageism is the number one form of discrimination historically, too, in the world.
And I was just bringing up points to argue that, and I don't think you quite grasped it. Let me say this
No,
again.
no, I just said it's fact. That's a fact, Leo. Nothing argues against that. Common sense, logic, reason, understanding, picture of common sense, a pound. Ageism is the number one form of discrimination historically at that in the world.
Not so. All right, boom, check it. Let an 80-year-old man
Oh
be trying to
God.
cross the street. People will stop to let that man across the street. Let a
Family,
black man
there's
be
no
trying to
more to
cross the
be
street. They
said.
might try and run us over.
Family, there's no more to be
Let the
said.
police run up on an 80-year-old man. They're gonna give
No
him
more.
all types of,
We have a lot to cover
courtesies
here.
because he's old. Let what happens when the police run up on a black dude? Let an old man be
Oh
trying to sell
God.
his house. They're gonna try and, they might try and get over him on a little bit, but you know what? They
Triggered.
historically will pay less to a black man for a piece of property than a white man for that very same property. You sound crazy. Anyway,
Wow. That was a
all
lot.
true facts.
Whew, I mean, just my borrowed microphone. Yikes.
Yeah, well, just,
And my
facts.
donut light, by the way,
You're
that's
not trying to
also.
gerrymander old people, you're trying to gerrymander black people. I mean, I can keep going. I can do this all day and twice on Tuesday. Let's go. All right. So the fallout from the tariffs that he says fits trillions of dollars. They're pushing back in Nebraska and Iowa,
Hmm.
where the governors, where red politicians are saying the tariffs are causing. These are red states. These are red states. These are the people that would not say no to Trump about anything that are now saying the tariffs are pushing them into a recession. Do you think that these people finally saying the truth? I mean, because, tariffs is a tax on the people, right? We did this in a prior episode, but I'm going to just run through this one more time real quick. According to analysis by several economic organizations, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I am not an economist. I am going to be bringing one in soon. Donald Trump's tariffs, including those implemented during his first term, and new tariffs enacted and proposed for 2025, are projected to raise trillions of dollars in gross revenue over a decade. However, the net revenue will be lower, and the costs are expected to be borne. That means they're warned. That means the people that's going to actually incur the costs by American consumers and businesses. So there's going to be trillions of dollars that are going to be made by us paying higher taxes or us paying higher prices because of tariffs. And you have something you want to say?
Why can't the countries that the tariffs are imposed on pay them if they care about the American consumer so much? Oh, how about that?
You do understand the principle of tariffs. When Trump said he's going to apply tariffs, he did it so that people would not be able. His reason for doing it was so that company, which was actually logical in a deranged
Something,
way.
something logical? Yes.
Well, no, what he said was right. If the prices go up so much, people won't be able to buy it, so they have to buy American. That is a great.
Ooh, we found another point here. Wow.
That
Besides
was his
making
point from
us,
the beginning. The problem
it's
is that America doesn't produce enough, so then all he did was price us out, where we can't buy stuff because we have no alternatives. So now we just got to pay more.
actually the alternative is for us to make our own stuff. The alternative is for those countries to decrease their tariffs on us and start buying American. There are plenty of options here, Leo. It's just that Donald Trump's the one person we want to focus on.
I don't know. The United States is not a large producer of many things.
Reciprocal tariffs. Even if we only made one shoestring a year, if countries aren't buying it, if countries are not going to adjust their tariffs on it to match ours or make it even better because we're the number one consumer in the world, we should get a discount their country, then hey man, President Trump, keep doing what you're doing. Until our capitalism kicks in America, we say, you know what? I'm tired of this product. I'm just going to make a different product and start making our own here in this country. Thank you.
Yes, Donald Trump is coming to fix things. He's going to make the number one financial country in the world by far, or he's going to make the people in the number one country in the world by GDP, which is gross domestic product, which is representation of goods and services sold in a year. So the number one country, the richest country in the world by far, he's going to make the people more poor because he wants to put tariffs, because he has some kind of idea of how that's going to make this country great again, even though how like great again when you're already by far the richest country in the world, but we got to be great again. So then being the richest country in the world by far isn't great. What
Wow.
is? Please explain that to me, Dion. What is great if being the richest country in the world by far isn't?
Well, number one, we have to put our American people first, like our veterans. Remember, there was a time when veterans were like the gold standard of society? That's when America was great. That's one of the examples. There you go.
Okay, I believe he was talking about tariffs. The tariffs are supposed to make this country great again, right? But we're already the richest country in the world by leaps and bounds. So, how is tariffs going to make that better when we're already the best?
Again,
Make
Leo.
that make sense to me.
Again, Leo, we want to make sure all the other countries buy from us, number one. Number two, internationally, we want to make sure their tariffs are equal to ours, if not less so, because we are the number one consumers in the world, having economic leverage. That's where we want to put our position of power in the world economically. Understand?
No, I don't. We're already there. We were there before he got into
No,
office.
we're not there,
Where are
Leo,
we?
because
Where are we not there? Explain to me where we're not there.
people and countries are looking towards China, and we can't let China
The
be in this
second,
economic
okay,
position.
okay. You know what?
ECOWAS, I mean not ECOWAS. I'm sorry, excuse me. We're talking about what BRICS and these other economies that are trying to chip their way at us. No, no, no.